Hello everyone and welcome to another server tour, the longest gap of all times in between server tours, and yeah, now the biggest fight of all times within the server tour. As you can see, Banana is currently on the table. Yeah, and he started this all again. So as usual, the others can't keep themselves calm when we are recording, and that means they need to just somehow, yeah, release their eager and then fight each other. We got lots of stuff to show you guys. It's just that we didn't finish a complete project for 2 months because we were working on different bigger things and, well, didn't get anything done which was really worth showing. But now we have a lot of stuff worth showing done. So first of all, I think it's time to show you a cool project which old Genon, where is he? Hey Genon. Did completely on his own, and it's a pretty big ZipKrowd style build. So let's get to Ganon's place and show you his insane... How do you call this thing? Is there any special name to it?
It's just a melon farm.
Your melon. Yeah, you're insanely big melon. Yeah, okay. So, follow Genon. We are going through the portal, of course. And his place is actually pretty close. Hey! Some of the Nether tunnels have been reworked already and been replaced with trapdoor and ice. Not all of them yet.
No.
This one?
Okay. The next portal is for the melon.
Okay. And I need to eat again.
Same here.
So, this farm has already been shown in Ganon's own ZipKrowd Let's Play. But we haven't showed it in the server tour yet, and this thing is definitely worth being shown. So, Ganon, tell us a little bit about your farm. Where are you?
I'm over here. Okay, so if you come in here, you can see that it is a pretty massive build, and yeah, the melons are pretty close stacked together, and they're basically getting harvested with bud switches, which is what makes this farm go so quick. And at the moment, it's actually turned off.
Can you turn it on for us?
So this is a pumpkin farm?
No, this is a melon farm.
Are you blind?
You didn't explain it, I'm sorry.
And maybe you can hear it already. As soon as one of the melon grows in front, the pistons are getting updated, and it will extend the whole row and eventually push all melon blocks to the center. Is there any way to get inside and take a closer look to the mechanics? I haven't tried
no,
to.
It's pretty closely stacked together, and because of the water streams, it's hard to get in there. But
as you can see, but I really like how you designed the interior here. Yeah, Genon has a sense of aesthetics as well, unlike most of us. But well, we might eventually develop this. Especially those cactus plants are amazing, and you can see the melons are incoming from all sides. Maybe we can actually take a small look inside. I'm trying.
Yeah. So I have. If I could remember correctly, I think I have 1,920 growing spots for melons. Each have 2 stems next to them, and yeah, it's watered in all. And in total, it produces around, just an estimation from short tests, around 25,000 melons per hour, melon slices.
Yeah, this is pretty insane. Here you can see, if you just stand here, you get melons. I don't know. And someone else shouldn't. Here, another stack, another half stack. You really get a lot of melons. Okay, we get 2.5 stacks. Wow, they are always appearing in almost a stack size at once. Let's see when's the next one coming in. There we go. And yeah, so usually when you're not collecting them, they're just getting dropped into lava, as far as I know, because
no. they just go into this elevator again, and then after a while you have this massive amount of melons just showering down here.
Okay, really? Maybe we should actually wait for 5 minutes and see how that looks. While in the meantime, maybe I can take a look around this building. So yeah, it's just a massive melon plant, as you can see, and so let's take a look at it from further up. Yeah, somewhere built in the beautiful landscape of vanilla Minecraft, without any further modifications beside this tilted area here. Yeah, I must agree that yeah, the design is definitely pretty cool, although it's so simple. I'm just gonna try and take a sneak peek inside now with an ender pearl. It should be possible to get an idea on how this is working. So there's a lot of redstone involved, and he has all developed this by himself and built it by himself. So I'm actually not too sure about the whole farm, how it's working. But here you can see those pistons are being butted by the row of blocks above here. And if I had a melon block, which I don't, does someone have a melon block for me? Check.
There are a bunch outside here.
Okay. Thank you. I can just make some demo setup here by glitching myself into the wall. Okay, over here. So we plant a melon, piston updates and pushes the melon over. It also triggers, because all pistons in the same row are being updated, they update each other, triggers this redstone block here, which will turn off this signal here. Therefore, yeah, well, remove the signal from the butts again, and they will retract, and after that it gets back into place, and that doesn't update the pistons, so they are ready to trigger whenever the next melon grows. And this all drops into these slices here, and as you can see, there are really a lot of layers. Wow. Again, how long did it take for you to build this up on your own?
I think like a week of every day building up a couple of these little cells. If you're curious to how they are built, in one episode of my Let's Play, I actually built one of those cells, of which I have, I think, 128. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is rather insane. But yeah, so are we getting more melons by now, or are these guys always collecting them?
I think they're collecting them.
You know, it's not going to start piling up, but I can already see more. Yeah.
I have a banana instead.
Oh no, it's eventually the stuff will just start to despawn, I guess. But so far, well, there definitely, you can see there are definitely more melons in this farm right now than there were before. Yeah, I like it a lot, although we really don't need that many melons. Eventually there will be a better purpose for them, especially when we start to run out of iron blocks. We'll just start building stuff out of melon blocks again, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the purpose of this whole thing. But obviously, this is not why we made the server tour here. A really cool build, but we have even more advanced builds. Newly created here on the server, so let's get to the next one. Hello and welcome to those sneaky bastards. No. Look at all those sneaky bastards. They can sneak and run. Oh yeah. Hey monkey. Okay. This, I don't know. This looks so weird, but it really fits to your monkey skin banana. Yeah, we are here in the storage room, and the reason why we are here is because we got something to show you in the storage room. It hasn't been rebuilt yet, as you can see. The reason is that we are still discussing on what design we actually gonna rebuild this to. I showed you the design in this prototype video, but we have a second design which is concurrent with this one, and we are still not sure which one to build up. But that's another time, and obviously, topic for another server tour. But down here, we got something to show you. And we got someone who helped make this possible, and that is Grounds. Hey, Grounds.
Hello.
So, he's a new member on our server, and the reason why he got on is because he made a really, really cool addition or improvement to the Kobra. I will link you to that video in the description to make it way more complete and way more organized, and he also has been actually participating in all the old server contests already, so he's a long time follower, and definitely is worth checking out. So
what about the sandgenerator prototype?
Yeah, that's also pretty cool, and also your prototype for floating animal generator and all this crap. Okay, Spire scrap, that's actually a good reference. Why is this chest labeled as Spire scrap?
Because
my
it is
chest.
scrap.
Okay, so no, this is not what we wanted to show you guys. What we wanted to show you is... this. Yeah. And not only this, but this. And, well, the other side is also filled. This is 41 double chests of TNT. And that, guys, did even take us ages to get. So, what we did is we had this witch farm running for 10 days non-stop. Although it's only, well, it is only a witch farm, not a proper mob trap, it still produced a decent amount of gunpowder, as you can see. And we had to mine all the sand to get for the TNT as well, of course. And for that, well, we completely raided the desert. And since this looks so ridiculous, I'm gonna show you this as well now. But unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. We had a scoreboard at the site showing how many sand blocks each of us has dug for this project, and Ground was the one who dug the most. He almost dug 100,000 sand blocks, as far as I know.
140,000 if I record, according to my statistics, but the scoreboard was only showing 80,000.
Yeah, I don't know, probably the first 50,000 were being dug before we set up the scoreboard. Well, yeah, we don't know, we had to mine way over 500,000 sand blocks in total for this project here. And that is quite ridiculous, obviously. But anyway, let's show the desert and also show you what we are going to do with this TNT. I mean, most of you will probably wonder why the hell would you ever need so much TNT? Well, there is a reason. There's a very good reason. So let's get to the desert first.
Okay, whatever.
And don't look there.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And here we are in our, well, not so deserty desert anymore. Over here, those were all chest towers to the glowstone. And they were all filled with sand. I don't know if there's any sand remaining here at the moment. Yeah, 2 stacks. Wow. Now, these were 160 double chests of sand. And, well, if you're wondering where did we get all this sand from, just take a look at this desert here. Gonna throw myself through the desert and...
Show the flying cactus.
Oh, right. It's somewhere around this way anyway. There's a flying cactus over there which has been generated apparently above a lake or so. Ah, over there. There it is. Well, you can see there is no desert anymore everywhere. And you know why this is so cool? Because you can finally see the bottom texture of the cactus, which is normally, yeah, well, you can normally only see this when you're holding it or taking a look at the cactus in an item frame or something. But the cactus actually has an own texture, which you can usually never see on its bottom. Yeah, the desert here, let's just try to go to the other side, is one of the largest deserts I've seen, and still we needed all the desert blocks. Oh god, this is, yeah, over there you can see some sand still remaining, but yeah, just get an idea how large this actually is. It's insane. And all of this had to be mined and, well, was crafted into TNT. So before we actually go to our main theme of our main project of this server tour here, we will also show you where we are going to use all this TNT now. I think you can already imagine what we are going to use it for. And the Big Bang number 2, or the even bigger bang, I don't know, we should come up with a name for it before we actually do the explosion, is going to happen very soon, hopefully already in the next server tour. We just pretty much need to place the TNT. So, let me just get up this, what's up? Ground?
Someone blew off his chest.
Oh, really? Let me
Yes.
get up there.
The portal with it.
Guys, are we stuck here now? What?
No, I have flint and steel on me.
Genius at work.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me neither. I didn't do it. I know that much. At
So-
least put the items into a chest, guys. We need them. Well,
Wow. So this is our non-existing desert anymore. Some people already started to mine a little bit of sandstone. And it took actually only 2 or 3 days, I think 3 days to get the sand together. It took way longer to get the gunpowder, but it was obviously also way more work to get the sand. And I think we should quickly fix this and meet you guys at the spot where we're going to place the Nether, the TNT.
Ooh.
So I'm arriving. Hey. What? What was that?
Spire, are you really just placing blocks in my
Okay. Guys. Here we are. Hello guys. And we just passed by someone dragging a baby pigman zombie around. Who was that? What's that guy?
Someone.
Oh, I see someone. Panda! Woohoo!
Yay!
Panda is back! Yay! He has just been raising this guy and was busy with that for the last few months. So but now he's his best buddy and follows him around all the time and it behaves like every normal mob and
Kill him! Look, come on, get him! Get him!
He's well trained, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm not too sure whether I should really trust this guy. Panda, you need to train him better.
Sorry. Someone shot me with a fire bow.
Hey Panda, so it's all pretty much the reason why you were away for so long was because you were just AFK fishing all the time.
Yeah, but I only got 47 name tags yet, so
Yeah.
not quite
Not
at my
even a
goal of
stack?
1 stack.
Yeah, but we are on it. We are working on a stack of name tags just from fishing. It's
Did we show the fish farm?
no, we haven't showed it yet. Actually, this would also be something we could really
Well,
quickly
there's
show.
several now, right?
But before that, we're just gonna take a look at this. Those chests are all filled with netherrack. That's why they are blocked, so that people don't attempt to fill more into it. This area is just the 2 height ceiling directly below the bedrock at our perimeter. So, yeah. Ah, god damn it! This dang hunger is you lose it so quickly. Maybe you can already see that over there's the border of this. This area here is 300 by 300 blocks, and well, it's containing roughly 10 million netherrack, so even a little bit more than our old area. The reason for it is that we just, well, we explored quite a lot, and we're searching for an area with a fortress, with a special double cross section going from, what was it again? What orientation do we need? For
North to south.
North to south, in order to build our, which we haven't showed yet, our new design for a Wither Ripper farm, which is completely different from the one we had before. But yeah, we're already spoiling that we have a new design, but we're not going to show it, especially since we haven't built anything up yet. But in order for that to work properly, we obviously need space and no other mobs around, and that's where the TNT comes in handy. So it's gonna be placed in a regular fashion, just as we did on the old server, but this time with roughly twice the amount of TNT. We will make sure to not have tons of floating islands remaining and being annoying and well, this time just cleared up properly, especially with all those random lava blocks within the netherrack, which would otherwise become such a big mess that it would be impossible to fix. And yeah, that's why we read roughly twice the amount of TNT, and that's why we took so long to craft all this, because it's still going to be a lot quicker than to mine those 10 million netherrack blocks. I'm just going down here to show you the actual place where this fortress is. So as you can see, there's almost no lava around. And this is a very good spot, because no lava means that it's way easier to clear a perimeter than with a big lava lake. So most people are searching for big lava lakes, not if you're trying to blow up everything. And it's a lot easier if there's no lava lake at all. Yeah, that's something we're definitely trying to prepare for the next server tour, to set up this TNT here. Let's see how far we can get. But yeah, just by taking a look at it, you can imagine that this is nothing you will do in one afternoon. Just even placing the TNT is gonna take a while. Also, we'll try to work together and try to do it as quick as possible, and then have probably the biggest explosion ever done in survival, and probably is if anyone knows any other server who has allegedly farmed more than 140,000 TNT and placed that to blow something up like this, then please tell me. I would just be curious to see and appreciate their work as well. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the main build of this server tour you've been talking about for so long? And that's what we're going to show you next. And it's definitely gonna, well, I hope it's gonna blow your mind. It did definitely blow my mind when I saw the first prototype of it, and it's absolutely amazing, and that's in several ways. Not only regarding the functionality, but also the looks. And Panda wanted to say something to this.
No, it just okay. It didn't only blow your mind. The first night you tested it, it also blow you up.
that is very true. We'll address it later, but yeah, it blew my mind and blew me literally as well. But more about that after we showed you the time lapse of us building that thing up. So see you soon. So here you can see this is it, a 1x1 pillar out of iron blocks going up to the moon, and yeah, directly aiming at the moon and trying to shoot him. And
It's not even lit up, guys.
yeah, this is the most amazing tower I've ever seen, and yeah, wow, we are going to celebrate this with a firework. Thank you, Spire. Yeah, just all celebrate this awesome moment. And then there's something else in the distance. And, well, this is what we actually wanted to show you. And that is our new 2x2 Spruce tree farm. And it's consisting out of quite a lot of different parts. And also, what is different about this farm is that we had a lot of help by 3 guys from the fan server to build this up and make it fancy. And that is Nukewarhead, who just broke his boat. Good job, guy. Hey.
Damn it.
And
Dodge the arrows.
where's Green? Green is over here. Hi. So Nuke and Green are the builders, and they are from the fan server, and they have been responsible for most of the spawn builds design on the fan server and all the other cool designs and builds which you can enjoy on the fan server. But this is also part of their work. The idea with the arrows came from Nuke, and I think they look a lot better than just plain iron blocks or whatever you could also use for this instead. This mob trap here, let's take a look at inside. This is providing us with the amount of arrows needed, and I was even able to not break the boat and land on this pad here. Wow, now it's just floating off, but who cares? Yeah, so let's get inside. Almost. Dang it. Fail. Yeah, this is not really user-friendly, but you can see we got water streams, and those trapdoors are just as in our old mob traps. They close whenever a mob drops through and triggers the tripwire above, as you can see here. It's a little bit hard to see, I know, but here you could see it properly. So whenever a mob drops through, he's gonna land on the trapdoor here, and since we are placing the trapdoors on the bottom of these upside down half slabs, they will make sure that no item can get stuck anywhere and everything will land through here at the bottom. Now you might wonder, what are we doing with witches, endermen, and all other special mobs like zombies with feather falling? Well, the drop here. Hey, what's up? Oh! Yeah, this is a pretty good trap over there, when barely anyone can escape. Just watch out. Yeah, so we just I tested a lot, and also with ground together, and we came to the conclusion that this is still the best way to kill them, because lava would just make the witches all remain alive. The drop here is just high enough so that also witches die, and on the topmost layer we have enough space for endermen to spawn, but they will also drop down far enough to die as well. Let's take a look at it maybe for a short moment. It's not going to work. But up there we just have a normal layout as we have in every enderman farm as well. You might be able to take a look at it from the outside. And well, what happens when a zombie with feather falling armor spawns? He will definitely survive this fall here. It's not happening too often, you might think, but actually this farm produces so many mobs that within 5 minutes we at least pile up on 10 or even more zombies with feather falling armor who were able to survive this fall. So when AFKing for a longer time, we would very quickly have hundreds of feather falling zombies down here. And to avoid these, well, we had to mess around quite a lot until we finally got a pattern which would work for all mob types. And this is it. So you can see we got cobble fences and upside down half slabs alternating. The reason is, well, baby zombies can also spawn with feather falling armor, and guess what happens when they spawn here, and we would just have another contraption here. They are able to fit through almost any gap, and that is really hard to tackle. A cobble fence does actually have a different hitbox when it's not the corner block. I probably should show you this in a second. Let me just get myself a cobble fence. And does anyone have cobble of you guys? Or
no.
Fence? Well, I think we can show this later on when we are up at the farm, and we'll get a cobble and prepare that for you. But what the point is that the cobble fence corner is wider than the cobble fence middle part. So if you just had cobble fence going all the way along and without these upside down half slabs and then lava above, well, baby zombies would still be able to fit through the gap here and drop down sometimes, and some of them would make it down there and get stuck and pile up over time. but the corners of these cobble fences are thicker so that baby zombies can't fit through, but items still can. So, well, in order to get corners everywhere, we had to alternate these patterns here, and the water currents are just, yeah, always flushing the mobs towards the lava. And if you're once in there, it's very hard to get out. Let me just sacrifice myself. You see, it's pretty... You're always getting knocked back. And you will eventually make it out, but only if you really try hard, and mobs are not smart enough to do this. And down there, let's take a look at what's inside. Well, we are flushing the items to over here so that they have enough distance here to get enough speed to get to the central test item elevator. Just the usual setup with fences and glass above and ice blocks, of course. And god damn it, it's hard to get out. No, this will make all items rise into the middle and get up there. And as you can see, someone dropped some netherrack in to demonstrate it. Actually, I got some melon blocks which I can dump. So they should rise up any second. Let's see. There we go. Netherrack, melon blocks. This is all getting to the center and up to the actual farm. So let's get out of here. Show you one more time how the spawn pads look like, and I will also go into reason why I'm using this design and not another one. And then see you up there at the top of the farm. Okay, so I got myself another night vision potion here. I'm here with ground, and here you can take a look inside the farm. So why did we just use the super simple default tripwire setup where I can throw an item through? Probably not hit the tripwire even, but if I remove this block, you see what I'm doing. Whenever a mob triggers or spawns there, it's gonna trigger these pistons and the mob is gonna drop into the middle. Well, there are a lot more complex setups and maybe also more resource-friendly setups with shifting cross and all that stuff, but the problem in 1.7 is again the lag, and this setup really is the only one which does not create an inconsiderable or unbearable amount of lag, and it is still dropping your frame rate when this farm is running. You will see it in a moment, but it's not. I'm still got over 100 FPS, so it's fine. And also, this setup was just super easy to build up. It just, I mean, we were 5 people or so. It just took us 5 hours to build up this farm, and it's producing, I don't know, 40,000 items per hour. You will see it in a moment when we are up at the item elevator. It's really insane. Although we have not taken a look at the LC value at all. That's the next thing. So you might wonder why we built up the tree farm above, although that would obviously decrease the efficiency. Well, it does, but we at the same time don't have to light up any caves. We didn't have to light up a single cave for this mob farm here. We just built it up and placed ourselves at the top of it. And I'm just mining those blocks here. So let's get up. That was not very smart, ground, whatever. And if you're standing there up at the top there, every mob in here in the farm is out of the range of where the AI works. And someone is apparently already operating the farm. That's why my frame rate drops. I mean the tree farm. And yeah, this, just take a look at this. This floating island is being held in place by a chain and connected to the mob farm here. Looks pretty cool. And now we are finally going to take a look at the tree farm itself. And up there you can also see how much stuff the farm here is producing while it's running. So see you up there. Hey guys, here we are finally at the top of the farm, and in that hole I'm very tempted to place a block above, but Panda already jumped out and there is everyone. So yeah, popping out of this hole, all the crew members who helped building this farm up, and one is actually missing, and that is VibeRaider. He's gonna join us later, and well, we together built up this pretty insane contraption. Design again mostly done by Nuke and Green. Thank you again for this. And over here you can see the mob farm in action. So that's how many items this is producing. Actually, it's for some reason it still seems to produce more items at night, although we don't know why. But it's roughly 30 to 40k items per hour, and it is not the quickest mob trap we've ever built, that's for sure, but it's doing its job. And it's also mostly slower because of this gigantic item island above, but we just wanted to have a mob trap to provide us with a decent amount of bones and arrows for this farm here, and that's what this thing is doing. It's still working 3 times as quick as our quadruple witch farm. When it comes to the gunpowder production, as you can see, there are tons of gunpowder stacks arriving here. And Panda, what are you doing there? You're trying to hit me with these
Shoot my arrows in the air.
Saying ayo, creepers KO'd. Okay.
Yay!
So, cheers to everyone who got the reference. Okay, let's take a look at the farm from the outside. And yeah, first of all, enjoy the beauty from the front here. Someone, I don't know who wants to be who wants to do the honor and trigger the farm for me so that we can see it in action. Would be awesome. So here we can see the farm in action and the ground burning up there. The trees are being pushed forward and then, well, being separated into different chambers. We got 7 chambers in total, so 7 withers in total. You can see 1 over here, another one up there, then the 3rd one there, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th chamber. The chamber at the very top is barely being used, only when the tree grows up to the very top. And this design is mainly developed by Spire. So here's Spire, thank you very much, and well, this is the most awesome tree farm design I've ever seen, but Panda and Dan have also participating and helping him with this design here and made some more prototypes. This is the most refined and best version we came up with so far, and well, let's just take a look inside and take a look at the different steps of the trees being processed. And for that we can just breathe into this corner here. Yeah, Spire is already doing it. Let's see. So, behind here, you can take a look into one of these corners. A wither is, well, constantly trying to attack an iron golem, which is behind here. You can't see him, he's in the wall. And the side heads are at the same time tracking a villager. Or did I mess it up? Was it that the main head is tracking the villager and the side heads are tracking the iron golem? I don't know it anymore. Panda, what was the order?
What? The main head is tracking the villager, the side heads are tracking the iron golem.
Okay, then it's that way.
Since the main head can see the villager, it doesn't shoot the blockbusters, and the side heads only shoot blockbusters if they can see a target. Dan got a video where he explains it in detail.
Yeah, so this design of the chamber itself is just by Dan, and it's keeping the wither always contained because he's busy trying to reach a target which he cannot reach, and in the meantime we are shooting him with arrows from behind. You might be able to see this dispenser there, sometimes firing an arrow. Well, it's hard to see, I know, but it's firing an arrow at the wither as soon as the tree is getting pushed in. And this makes the wither rage for a short moment and break the blocks. And down there we just got a water current which flushes all blocks down into different collection chamber areas. So let's block this off again and take a look at the production rate. This is absolutely mind-blowing. So you can imagine we are just crushing 2x2 spruce trees in like 1 every 3 seconds, and that produces, I don't know how many logs, but roughly a double chest of logs every 5 minutes. You can see the logs appearing here. This is always a stack of logs, or almost a stack of logs cycling through the system here. I can get into there maybe and so without hopefully breaking anything major. Let me just get in there once. So we can break the ceiling block here and try to get an idea on how many logs we actually are piling up on here. So this is already a stack. Oh, I got 3 stacks of logs already, and there's the 4th one almost. Oh god, the 5th one. So and now my inventory is full. So that's how many logs this farm is producing. That's why it's also creating quite a bunch of lag. And you can see those logs are being forwarded into a row of hoppers, which, yeah, the items are getting aligned with the ender chests, as I showed you in previous server tours already. And yeah, this part, we have been developing this together in the live stream. So we've been live streaming a lot of the build-up process of this farm here lately. And we are back here. And now, let's take a look at the mechanics even more in detail. Over here we got a maintenance access to the back, and there's a random boat who placed that boat there? Oh, and apparently you're
that-
glitching through the floor when trying to use the boat. Hey Nuke. Don't get stuck there. Yeah, this is the interior of the farm. And yeah, massive amounts of redstone triggering each time the tree is being pushed. And since that looks absolutely amazing, we're gonna climb up the ladder here and take a look at it from the top. So here we are at the top. On the left you can still see the items coming up from the item elevator. It's an insane amount. And well, now you can finally get a good insight into the farm here. Whenever a tree grows, they are being pushed 2 blocks outward with a very complicated piston mechanism developed by Spire, which crushes all the leaves and drops them onto these hoppers down there. So you will actually gain a lot of spruce saplings as well while running this farm. And the wood is being pushed over. And oh, it's hard to see, you know. Try to get here. You can see that the bottom part is being pushed over, not the top, because the trees are very rarely only growing that high. And then pushed into the different chambers. And this, well, this splits up the tree so that each of those withers is able to handle a small part of the tree. And then all together, the trees are being processed like every 2 seconds here, as you can see. It's definitely mind-blowing. And speaking of blowing, we had one incident so far with this farm. When we were running this for 24 hours, for some reason I had a memory overflow and a crash, and after that one of the withers somehow escaped and blew up the farm. I'm not sure yet what happened there. We are investigating that, and well, as soon as we figure out what exactly went wrong there, because besides that this farm is absolutely working stable, we'll also try to make a tutorial for this as soon as possible. I guess Spire is mostly doing the redstone part, but yeah, I think many of you would like to want to build something like this, because the amount of wood you're getting is insane. After, I believe, 6 hours of AFKing, well, you can just estimate it. When you get a double chest within 5 minutes, that's 12 double chests per hour. Or, after 10 hours, already 120 double chests, and we got 140 double chests in total. And yeah, let's take a look at the double chests and see how many we filled so far. And at the same time, enjoy the noise of this farm. It's actually not noise, it's just the music of this farm. I would call it music. It's so awesome. Oh god, I can't get enough of this. I like it so much. Down here,
Well, I got a different choice of music. Just saying.
no, obviously it's not. It's noise, but at the same time it's music, because it's it's withers working for you. It's the timber withers, which are I don't know.
Yeah, so
Panda
Jay
has
likes
been
weird kinds of music.
I know. Panda has been running this farm for just during our recording time here, and well, I don't know. There are a lot of double chests of wood already filled. Not yet on the other side, as far as I know, or as far as I can see here. But yeah, it only takes few hours to fill all these double chests here with wood. I guess that's impressive enough. Over here, when you go up the staircase, you will find the area where you craft bones, which you'll get from the farm. And this chest is already filled up into bone meal. And the farm isn't actually using that much bone meal, so this will last for I don't know how many days of AFKing, but for quite a lot of. And up here, we are storing gunpowder. That's the only mob drop beside the arrows and the bones we are keeping from the farm. We are throwing away all the witch farm drops, all the ender pearls, and all other drops we are getting. But yeah, we already got several double chests of gunpowder. So this is an all-in-one farm which provides you with everything the true survival, advanced survival player wants. Nah, pretty much everything. You get tons of wood, tons of gunpowder, tons of bones. What else do you want from such a farm? It's amazing. So I think we covered most of it. But one thing I didn't do yet was standing inside the farm and planting the trees by myself. So, Panda, would you like to get out of the minecart and let me in, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, so I got spruce saplings on me. So, what you have to do when being in this farm is just hold right click and aim at the dirt blocks in the back there. And you will also automatically plant all those 4 saplings. And as soon as they grow, well, the trees will be pushed to the sides. It's automatically being triggered. and being processed. And as you can see, I'm actually piling up on saplings, slowly but surely, and eventually we'll get more and more saplings on hand. And when you AFK here for a long time, we'll have an inventory full of saplings, together with several double chests of logs, and several hundred double chests to be exact. Okay. Hey guys, maybe you remember this place here. This is still our old storage room portal, and this area has been shown around quite a lot of times, but there is something which you might not have seen yet, and that is this gigantic hole. Within the last ZipKrowd LP episode I did, Spire and I, and actually some others as well, but Spire again did the most work, we are digging a hole into the bedrock by using this technique with the dark oak wood trees. And this hole here, well, it took at least 10 hours, at least 10 to 15 hours I would say, of just pure planting wood, trying to remove single bedrock blocks and then removing the whole wood tree again, and do the same thing over and over again. But you can see it really turned out nicely, and that hole just fits to the gold farm itself. You can barely see the gold farm up there, but yeah, it now has a proper bottom collection system as well. So down here there's this elevator. This part of the Enderpearl elevator has been built up by Banane. And here you can get out to the roof. We still have some scaffolding around here which we haven't been removing yet. We just built it up before we started the server tour actually. And let's actually go through this drop one more time. I've been showing this a long time ago. And so we're getting to the top. Here we go. And can jump down. I imagine, right, like Alice down the now you feel tumbling rabbit hole. What? I'm probably... Who the heck writes signs like this? Wait, I imagine right now you feel like Alice tumbling down the rabbit... Ah! I read the signs one after another. It was quite confusing. Anyway, let's get on. Woohoo! And no damage. Voila. Yeah. So down here, this collection system. Well, it's rather simple. We have 2 shafts per side, so it's 4 shafts in total, as you can see on each of the cardinal directions. And below each of those shafts, there's just a hopper chain going over. And these hopper chains are all blocked with furnaces to create less lag, because they are not checking for entities above, beside the ones which are supposed to check for entities, obviously. And they will lead into these sorters here. So the first one is sorting magma cream, the second one gunpowder, the third one gas tiers. And same is on the other side. We'll have 2, because one is not actually able to keep up with the amount of items incoming. And that is all the gold which will pass over these sorters here and eventually just get sorted into all the chests down here. And this is just a practical setup because, well, we have tons of gold nuggets eventually in those chests. We haven't been running the gold farm since we built this up, since I said we just built it up before the server tour. But yeah, once those chests are filled up, you climb up this ladder here, just get an axe and dig down. And all those gold nuggets will fall down here. So you can stand in one spot, fill your inventory with 1 gold ingot in each slot, beside 2 or 3 slots in the beginning, and then just keep on shift crafting gold ingots and put them into these chests. So there's exactly 1 chest for 9 chests of nuggets, so that you have all those chests filled with ingots, and then you can go ahead and craft those ingots all together to blocks. So yeah, this is just simple but convenient way to craft them, especially since you don't have any water currents in the nether to flush all the items to one spot as we do in our spawn area with the iron to craft it into iron blocks. And it also looks pretty decent. Yeah, the idea with the light stained glass was actually by me and Spire again. And the rest was being done with the aid from pretty much everyone who is around here. So thanks again, Nuke. Also Ganon, Green, VibeRaider, Panda. And Panda is also going to show us something he built and recently was AFKing at for quite a long time. So let's go there. Panda, what do you have around here?
Yeah, the fish farm we have been talking about earlier. So this is just our skeleton spawner. And up here on the side, I added a small automatic, or not really automatic, but AFK fish farm. So maybe you can just get in there and show it.
Yep.
So you fill your inventory with some items so that the fishing rods don't get in there.
So that's what I just did. And you just grab one fishing rod out. So I'm gonna take this one with lure 3 and unworking 3. Close the door. And now the farm is active, and you just keep on holding right click. And as soon as a fish bites, actually, Panda, you can explain it better what's happening.
Yeah, so once you turn it on, a clock is running and opening and closing the iron door back there. And while the door is closed, you can perform the throwing out of the fishing hook. Or you also can pull it back in. But it opens from time to time because of the clock, and so you sometimes throw out the fishing rod, and then there is tripwire. You maybe can see it, or maybe JL can show it. There's tripwire on top of the water, so if the fishing hook is thrown out, the tripwire gets triggered and keeps the door closed. And when a fish bites, the fishing hook jumps down a little bit, the tripwire will untrigger, the door opens, and then you are able to perform the right click action again, and you catch the fish.
So let's hopefully get or wait till we finally get a fish. Takes some time sometimes, but we should eventually get one. Wow.
Yeah, it's just normal fishing, so it's
There we
taking
go.
time. You got one?
Yeah, I got a raw fish, and it automatically casted a hook again. And yeah, so we will also automatically, as soon as the door is not, or better say the tripwire is not being triggered, the dispenser will constantly shoot out new fishing rods. That means that you will actually keep on fishing as long as there are fishing rods within the system here. I don't know, are you also automatically sorting out the fishing rods? Well, that's probably not possible since there are other airdrops as well.
I didn't find a way to do it, and also if you just have one dispenser filled with fishing rods, you're good for probably a week of auto fishing or something like that. So not a week, but several days. At least if it's unbreaking fishing rods. So yeah, you don't really need to sort them out anyways.
Okay, so let me just get out of here. You could see I caught I think a salmon and a raw fish at that time. But now let's take a look at it. Panda, what did you fish in total already? It's pretty insane. So
yeah, in this chest there's nothing because that's where you put in fishing rods to add them to the system. But all the other chests around here are filled with fishing loot. So maybe just open them all around and look what's in there.
okay, so over here we got a double chest of saddles, a double chest of bows, and they all have exactly the same durability, 288. It seems to be a bug. I think they were supposed to have between 75 and 100% durability, but they all seem to have exactly those 75%. And the first one even has 4 enchantments on it. Pretty powerful bow you can get from fishing. And you actually get as many fishing hooks as you rods as you're using up, pretty much. So you didn't have to craft a single new rod, as far as I know, right?
Yeah, I used it for quite a while, and I didn't have to craft a new one. It's not in a size where I could say that it's safe, that you always can just keep on fishing. And also the rods you get are somewhat crappy. You don't get the best enchantments on there. But yeah, you get a lot of fishing rods back, so
It's pretty
That's cool.
awesome. So take a look at this. 47 name tags. For how many hours have you been AFKing here, Panda?
I don't know. Ask Philip, he's doing all the scoreboard stuff.
This is
Yeah,
so
it's
insane. But your goal is a stack of
quite
name
a
tags,
while.
and we are getting close to it. A double chest of raw fish just from fishing. And all these books here. I mean, efficiency and protection. What do you want to have on your boots?
Yeah, sadly that doesn't work. You only get one of the enchantments then.
I know.
Yes.
Wow, it's definitely mind-blowing how long you can fish here without getting bored of it. Well, it's AFK, so
It's AFK. I'm not even there when I fish, so
yeah. But we are soon getting to the stack of name tags. Probably 3 or 4 more days of AFKing here. I don't know. Oh god.
yeah, we'll have to build more fish farms so several people can AFK at the same time.
Actually, we already have several fish farms. One is at the spawn, and we'll pretty much put a fish farm everywhere where you can AFK to get loot without having to press something else. For example, at the tree farm, it doesn't work since you have to operate that one. But at the just at the storage room where there's the witch farm, you could also build a fish farm and farm fish while you're farming redstone at the same time. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I plan to build one there. We also got one in the end already. Yeah, and maybe I should just mention, since we didn't show the redstone in detail, I actually have a tutorial on that if you are interested in building it. So, yeah.
It's an awesome fish farm and by far the best way to get name tags. No one's gonna tell me that he was able to get 47 name tags by looting strongholds. Well, maybe if you're doing it for the same amount of time, maybe, but yeah, that would take a lot of hindrance.
Yeah, and if you use dungeons to get the name tags, then you generate a lot of new chunks.
And that will
So
add
a
up to your
lot
world
of
file save and would eventually cause you to run out of the hard drive space, I guess.
Well, okay, I guess nowadays that's not a problem anymore, hard drive space. But yeah, still
So-
a good way to get name tags.
Yeah, I think we covered everything we wanted to show you in the server tour. It has been a long server tour again, but yeah, it still is fun to show you all our new builds, and I hope you're enjoying it. Also being a little bit lengthy this time. Before we end this episode, there is one thing left to do, and that is yeah, to also give VibeRaider a little shout out. So she should come on anytime soon. And since he was helping with the build here and also is helping out with the fan server constantly, I think he definitely deserves to be in the server tour. So I'm just gonna wait till he's back, and then we'll do the final part of the tour here. So see you in a bit. So here you can see the sun is rising, new day is starting, but we are ending the server tour now. And here is finally VibeRaider. Hey!
Hello.
So how is it here on the server? Have you been feeling comfortable while building up everything and playing here?
I feel very at home.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm also very glad that it's you, Green, and Nuke that you were able to help us. And yeah, we've been planning this for a while already. That they really deserved this kind of shout out here, because they are doing a lot of work, and they have their own cool server, the so-called contingency server, or yes, also called conspiracy server. I like to call it conspiracy server. No, but I will link VibeRaider's channel in the description. He is doing server tours on his own server with Green, Nuke, and some more of your server members. And they also got pretty cool builds, so check that out. And as I said, Vibe is also responsible for the fan server as well as Nuke and Green, and they are doing a great job there. And yeah, that's it. I think, well, for the end of the video, we could just take a look at this roof one more time. That's also an addition by Nuke, and well, I'm really wondering how you are able to maintain the pattern when you're down here, because it's you see it very well from the top, but when you're down here, it's to always know where to place the blocks. That definitely needs some skill.
It comes with time. It comes with time, JL.
Yeah, you're doing a good job here. So thank you all for your help. It has definitely been an awesome project and an awesome build. And for all the viewers, see you in the next server tour and obviously in the next Minecraft videos. I'm trying to keep you up with more Minecraft videos, obviously. For me, it's always an issue with time management, but I will eventually get there, I'm pretty sure. And thanks for watching. See you next time, and have a great time in the meantime. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
You